It's a modern Minecraft hallway. Everybody seems to have issues. Not because they all have pun names. It's because they're a little tempered too. So noisy at night, others will not think twice before they maul us. They will maul us. High school feels like a jail. Try to leave, you will fail. You can't avoid us. You're trapped within this school. Monster, monster high, monster high, monster, monster high. Chances are you'll die, monster high. I wouldn't even try, monster high, monster high, monster, monster high. Puns will make you cry, monster high, and Ghosty's brain will fry. Welcome back. No, what? One Model's name is Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Review. Yes, it's back to the Monster High inspired production that we found a couple of weeks ago. Well, I say we found, it was recommended, so you found and then I watched a couple of weeks ago. And that, of course, is a Freak Show, which, you know, still branding itself as, you know, something at Monster High. So even though the show is called Freak Show. So yeah, we're back to the land of monster puns, references that are, you know, that are, you know, interesting for the people who they're most aimed for, I suppose, and surprisingly interesting production value when showing off, you know, what a modern Minecraft, what a MCTV production can actually be. I almost said Minecraft roleplay, but there you go. So I'm excited to get back into this, actually. I did say that I was intrigued, at least, in how it went, even though the story was hair-pulling at times. So let's see if we preserve our hair this time. So without further ado, on with the review.
Exaudius me et exurgis.
Morning, Rui! What are you...
Oh, well. Oh, I thought it was gonna make a severed hand sound effect or something. Okay, so we see that Rev is still practicing, you know, his family business, I suppose, trying to, you know, summon something else. And of course, he's getting used to living with his roommate Mark. So, all right, we're back up to speed, I suppose. Very interesting purple candles back there. I wonder if they're scented. Okay, that's another thing I appreciate about this is we've got the that kind of reaction. That was very smooth when it came to because I don't think I've seen a panning that fast ever in a Minecraft production. So yeah, nice. We're gonna probably skip ahead from this, I guess, because, you know, we technically have seen. Oh, whoops! This is back to the scene. Okay, here we go. Yeah, copyright being what it is.
What's going on?
Oh, that's my cat, Raven.
That's your cat?
Oh, I thought it was a severed arm. Oh, okay, never mind. He just summoned his cat to himself. I guess that technically means you can summon things back and forth from Monster High specifically. Which is interesting, because seeing that Rev wants to escape, he just needs someone on the outside to help him, I suppose.
She's dead!
This happens all the time.
It does?
My parents love this stupid cat more.
I'm surprised about, you know, his reaction. I feel like if we were, like, you know, like if the average person, this would be like so much more bizarre. But he's a vampire after all. He should know a thing or two about people like rising from the grave, I would have thought. I mean, his roommate is a revenant after all.
Than me. If I know them, and I do, they'll come back for this thing, and then I'll.
But why couldn't they just use the same summoning circle that you could and summon the cat back to them?
Force them to take me home.
She's dead, Rev!
No.
I mean, yeah, move past that detail. His plan is solid if it weren't for that, you know, minor detail. You know, it's a cunning plan, Baldric, with one slight problem.
For long. Nikia.
Kitty, you're okay!
Well, okay is a strong word, I would say in this context. And never just the full, like, skeletal arm. I guess they just don't grow those back. Makes you wonder if Rev has to keep, like, dying and reviving, what will happen to his skin, actually, eventually.
How'd you do that? She was a total goner, dude!
Oh, you know, I appreciate this. I complimented the sprites and reactions last time. But yeah, I wouldn't have thought to actually include two characters at the same time. That's a nice touch.
I'm a necromancer. I used my resurrection amulet, Nikia.
So cool! I can't believe you all.
Wait, so the incantation is then to use the amulet is the same as the amulet's name? I mean, no rule against it, I suppose. Just kind of an interesting angle to go from. All right.
Already know magic. You're gonna kill it in class.
I won't be here long enough to.
Wait, you were serious about summoning your cat just to get out of here?
Oh, good, he was listening. And also, why would he not be? He's tried to escape multiple times already. I mean, was Mark aware of any of those? I think he was, actually, at one point. Because he kept on saying he didn't belong here before.
Yep.
Come on, man! Don't you want to stick around for me?
No, not even a little.
Yep, that makes sense.
Then what about Raven?
Don't care for that rotting furball either.
So, that's it? You're just gonna wait for your parents to come take you home?
Of course. But in the meantime, I figured I'd ought to find another way out.
I guess, you know, the other problem with this plan is that you know, his parents actually, you know, were the ones who enrolled him in the first place without his knowledge, you know, or say in the matter. So why would they take him home just because they're coming for the cat? Wouldn't they just, you know, get the cat?
Rev, no one leaves Cade.
Unless they're in a casket. Which is my plan.
Again with the zombie cat, yeah. Yes, exactly.
They don't leave that way either.
Huh? Explain.
There's this graveyard on campus. Rumor has it, it's where they keep all the students Cade couldn't redeem.
I'm guessing that was somewhere in the legal paperwork, because I assume that a lot of families would want to discuss funeral arrangements themselves if that were the case, but okay.
I mean, that has to be the only reason they leave him in the ground, right?
You know, unless they have necromancers in the school that need to practice for some reason. Dare I suggest an alternative possibility?
You're telling me there's a graveyard full of dead students?
Yes. Cha-ching. Anyway.
I guess, yeah.
Take me there. It's high time I consult the professionals.
You mean the people that have failed before?
Okay, but what about Raven?
Leave her. I don't care.
No! You said she has a habit of dying! Someone's got to keep an eye on her, right?
What you ask is impossible.
Sounds like a lawsuit. Well, that's why I'm wondering if that was in like the enrollment paperwork or something. I would imagine they would have that covered if that's what they decide to do.
What do you mean?
If I were half as good at...
Someone would have pressed charges. If they have an entire graveyard full of students, someone would have had to press charges by this point.
dying as that cat, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Well, maybe she just needs a good babysitter. Just you watch, Rev. This cat isn't dying at all today on my watch.
Imagine if it just like collapsed at that exact moment.
Whatever! Hurry up and bring me to the cemetery!
Aw, yeah! Mark and Rev on their first hangout sesh at the graveyard.
Shut up and walk!
Wow, okay, that projection alone, my goodness. And without peeking the microphone, too, that is impressive. I was about to say that's the most goth sentence ever, but yeah, never mind, forget what I was gonna say.
Alright.
Oh, just leave the door open to your room? Sure, great idea.
Here we are.
Come on, girl. This way.
Should've left her in the dorm.
No way. She has to be with us while we, what are we doing exactly?
You know, the one issue with this cat is that it has no sounds. I can definitely imagine just like the sounds of just this absolutely just exhausted with life, you know, creature, just or something like that. I can even like whatever they might come up with.
I'm going to resurrect some of these ghouls so I can find out how these students managed to die and stay dead.
Whoa, Rev, bad idea alert.
Wait, so okay. Well, first of all, to our knowledge, not like it's only the revenants that seem to be tethered to life in this particular form. Then again, I don't know what the rules are. Mark is out here in pure sunlight, so who's to say really? And also the description of this video does say that it says I can't die, but the others can. Which implies again, otherwise. What was Wendy trying to do last time, which was trying to, like, maul Rev and stab him, actually? Did she expect him to recover? No, that was a reveal to everyone, so... Huh? Because problems in the land of the living, Rev's dialogue is unfortunate. Yeah, well, his entire methodology is unfortunate. I get his motivation, but the way he's going about this just makes no sense.
Don't you think these are dead for a reason?
Obviously. And I want to find out the reason. Now let's see. Which one of these graves would be
The reason is they're not revenants, you idiots.
good to defile? Oh, this one looks good.
What a sentence in isolation. I can imagine that in a future video called, like, Rev Bennett once said, like in a compilation edit the song will make at some point in the future. Which grave is good to defile?
Here lies Minotaurus.
Well, there we go. Oh no, Ivan, what have they done to you? I apologize to anyone who understood that. But yeah, the puns return. I'm still waiting for Doulahan, personally. That one, that has to be in here somewhere.
Okay, Mino, give me what I want. Nikia. Gah. There we are.
That was considerably easier than the ritual for... Oh, I guess, yeah, I guess the ritual was to summon Raven, not to revive it, so yeah, okay, fair enough.
Who disturbs the legendary Captain Minotaurus?
Hi, me, Rev Venet. Question, how did you die?
That's nothing I really love about Rev, it's just his delivery with everything.
Died magnificently! See, Touchdown! Woo!
Oh.
You were crushed.
The edit! Again, the spectacular editing we've got so far. And also, the way that they always managed to collapse blocks like that. I don't even know how they did that one, honestly.
At the
I guess it was all animation, fair enough.
field goal!
You're useless. Moving on, then.
Well, oh, I see. He's trying to, because he's trying to figure out, did someone die trying to escape? And I guess he's just going to leave the dead to roam, I suppose. If you would think, actually, that if they had any other necromancers in the school, they would just revive the dead students and keep them enrolled until they graduate and rehabilitated or whatever. Why bother with the graveyard, actually?
Okay. That's a very...
Like, I don't think Rev is the first ever necromancer in the school, because Mark did say he was going to kill it in class, implying they have classes where necromancy would actually be useful.
mundane way of dying. I figured they'd be more creative. They need something.
Yes, because, people decide their deaths creatively. Have you seen Stupid Deaths by Horrible Histories? There's a whole compilation of, really famous people that died embarrassingly. Stupid deaths, hope that it's funny 'cause it's true. Stupid deaths, hope next time it's not you. It was their funny because they're trying to mess up the lyrics there.
That could actually break my curse. How about you, Sebastian Reeds?
See, even he can't get through some of these
Oh,
puns.
that's an unfortunate name.
That one's unfortunate, unlike all of the others.
Nikia.
Finally, the world remembers me, Sebastian, the intellectual titan of the deep.
Yeah,
Yes, you, the great papyrus.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
go
brag
on.
about that name. How did you die?
Well, I was in alchemy class. Witness, you insipid peers of mine, as I finish my masterpiece. Uh-oh.
You burned your face off.
I mean, it looks pretty fine to me. You'd think it would be like a skeletal or something.
Have
Okay.
most of it, you cur.
Yeah, whatever. You're useless too. All these ghouls are busts. It's tiring my patience. Let's see.
Let's go back the same way I came to a gravestone that I passed along the way.
Harapuri? Alright, Harapuri, you better work, otherwise I'm gonna be really annoyed. Nikia.
My adoring public calls me back to the stage.
Don't care. How'd you die?
Oh, darling. It was a tragedy. In the second act, oh, Romeo.
Like I said, the second act, yeah.
Romeo! Wherefore art thou, Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Yeah, I saw that one coming. It's always Romeo and Juliet. What is it with MCTV and Romeo and Juliet specifically? Do something else, please.
Broke your neck.
I'd always imagine I die like Ophelia, but...
Yeah,
Yes, for a different... Yeah, exactly, a different... Although again, Ophelia killed herself. You could very easily have done that.
this is a complete
Anyway.
waste of time. Mark,
Not that I
I need
recommend
you
it,
to...
obviously.
Well, what do we have here?
Said every antagonist ever. Get creative, Wendy.
You know it's against the rules to drag ghouls out of the ground, right, twerp?
Honestly, how would he have known that? I don't remember that being specified.
Could get you in a lot of trouble.
I thought I taught you a lesson when I threw you out a window.
I've been itching to pay you back for that. I think
I mean, I know you did stab him, so I feel like that counts,
I'll
but...
tell our teacher what you're up to out here and land you in detention.
Yeah, as wonderful as that sounds, you'll never get the chance. I was gonna put these ghouls back down when I was done here anyway.
What?
That doesn't mean that she wasn't a witness.
I'm not rotting in dirt for another second. Ugh.
Over my dead body, you little runt!
Wow, what a... Yeah, doesn't get any more subtle, does it? Jeez. Let me just test something quickly. Ah. Yeah, so whenever I do go to a different page, it closes down. Let me just quickly do something here while I still have the chance. And here we go. And a little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of there. A little bit there. And a little bit of there. There we go. Forgot to turn on monetization. Moving on.
What? Hey, get back here! So I can kill you! Wait, what?
Well, okay, so one of two things are going to happen right now. Either they're still, I guess, registered as students, and so they're not going to be able to escape, and the principal will find out, or they're going to be able to get out because they're not registered, and they are, you know, and they are, you know, classified as ghouls at this point, and so they'll just leave, and then you'll have proof that it's possible. And also, Wendy will have no proof of what actually of that it was you in the first place. Then again, I guess, you know, the fact that there's, I guess you presume, like, grave holes or something where they used to be, maybe that'll give it away. Maybe, I don't know.
They stole my amp!
We have a rulebook catalog of syllabus, which this proof of school is awful. I mean, you know, yeah. I was, as somebody who, again, had no, you know, rulebook map or anything of school syllabus before starting at my secondary school, because I started a year, I moved a year after everyone else, so that I wasn't on their systems. I relate to AFMA on Phoenix Drop High, let's just say that.
Amulet!
Oh, you lost something, twerp? Let's see who gets it back first.
What? No, you got...
You don't need the ghouls to prove it, you just need the holes in the graves. There's a hole in the gravestone, dear Wendy, there's a hole by the gravestone, just use that as proof. Where are you running off to, dear Wendy, where are you off to, dear? Are you running off to? You act like a goof.
So, this got out of hand.
I like how Mark just did nothing during this interaction.
You think?
Hey, it's okay. Let's just go find Professor Lovecraft and...
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because we're in a high school drama. We can't tell the teachers or we'll get in trouble. Duh!
He'll confiscate my amulet when he finds it.
Then don't let him find it. That feels very simple.
Which means I can't resurrect the dead anymore.
Oh my gosh. You're worried you won't be able to revive Raven, aren't you?
No!
You totally are. Hear that, girl? Rev might try to hide it, but he's a big old softy on the inside.
Cordova said that proving is in the system, and other staff thought to educate him. Yeah, again, you would think the principal would, would go over like a few other things aside from, just, you're not human, don't try to get out.
Stop it!
Don't worry, Rev. I'm gonna keep her safe. So you can just focus on getting your amulet back.
But he doesn't. He already has it. He doesn't need to retrieve it, right? Unless Wendy stole it from him.
Don't!
Or did the ghouls take it when they beat him up?
Alright, fine, whatever.
Lead the way, bestie.
Ugh!
I guess the direction they ran off in.
I'm so pumped for football!
Yo, Rev!
I mean, you're not in the team anymore, Mino, so good luck with that.
You called it! How'd you know he'd be here?
You're not seriously asking that, right? By the way, Raven's missing.
Huh? No, she isn't.
No, she's with the pet movers, you see. Because it was too much work to keep the model in, I guess.
Right? Oh, crap! Here, kitty kitty! Here, kitty kitty! Come to Marky!
I'm to Mark.
Whatever. Let's just go get rid of that ghoul, and then be done here.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, is this the famous Harry Wolf that we were supposed to meet, or Harry Wolf?
Don't know if I want to tell you.
Wait a minute. I recognize you! You're that emo kid who was screaming in a fountain!
Sure, that might as well be my reputation.
Well, it's better than conceited escape artist, if you ask me.
Listen, freak! This field is reserved for tryouts! So, unless you're playing, you better scram!
How do you know that he isn't playing? If it's tryouts, he wouldn't have a team uniform yet, would he?
See,
In fact, you're still wearing your regular uniform and not sports clothing, so no one is in tryout gear at this point.
seriously?
I'm not gonna repeat myself! Harry Wolf's got a cheerleader to hit on.
Yeah, there we go.
And you're wasting my time!
But you came up to talk to him. Why would... You're wasting your own time right now. He didn't want to speak to you.
I'm about to waste it some more, because I'm trying out.
Ha! A skeleton like you? You'll get chewed up and spit out on that field!
Well, I won't die, so that's better than some people.
Just take a hike, and spare yourself the embarrassment of losing.
I'm not here to win. I'm here to take a life.
Ah, this is why he's talking about, like killing my classmates. Or they're not technically his classmates, I suppose, if then, if he never has any classes with them, but fine. Now I get what this was, rather than just kind of hunting everyone down in retaliation for, I guess, everything else they did. Granted, I can see why he wanted up to some of them, but, right.
Damn. Okay. Go ahead, dude.
Again, they're so nonchalant about death in this place that, yeah, you think they would have a few necromancers on standby.
Here, no, just to keep moving.
Excuse me, miss. Have you seen a cat around here?
Literally, don't talk to me.
Ugh, whatever.
Oh, classic high school, yeah.
Hey, bullhead.
What the... it's you. What do you want, dweeb?
You have something of mine. Hand it over.
You want to know why I became the...
Oh, that time I saw the transition from different recording methods.
Star quarterback on the football team?
Not really.
I killed everyone else at tryouts.
Great, fantastic. Amulet, please.
So now that I'm back, I plan on being quarterback again. And to make sure of that, I'm gonna wipe out the competition.
No!
Starting with you!
Watch it, idiot! Okay.
Hey!
Okay, so again, here's the question. He doesn't, like, even I, who has never played American football in my entire life, even I know that there are other positions available aside from quarterback. That is the only name that I know by name, apart from, I think tight end is one of them, because there was like a few jokes about that in most public girls in school. But aside from those two, yeah, there's a whole team. It's a team sport. You could very easily apply for a position that isn't quarterback.
No one hiked the ball yet!
How am I gonna kill this moron?
Get back, Ron!
I mean, I guess you could always recreate his death moment and actually, get him to push the scoreboard onto him.
All right. There's gotta be something around here. Some way of killing him.
There should be some music at this point. I think that this moment needs a little bit of like chase music at the very least. Get some Ross Bugden in there at least.
That Raven? I guess she's sleeping.
Yeah.
Huh. This'll do.
Yes, that's what I would think when I see that cat sprawled around, sleeping, of course. It's like that one Gravity Falls scene where Mabel checks a dead body and is like, he's resting. Oh, I guess. Oh, we can only charge forwards because bull makes sense. Oh, hey, Johnny. Don't let me see you in my Minecraft stuff. Nice to have you here. Watching this is good for my MCTV consumption and mine, in all honesty. Like again, I'm vibing with the production of this, but not so much the story.
Touchdown.
Raven!
Yeah, just stand there. Good idea.
Oh crap.
I think that might have been those are the same animation, almost.
Oh.
It's Raven standing up and reviving him, just like, I'm returning the favor.
Straight up killed him.
Yep.
Rev! You...
Well, actually, no, he didn't. He killed himself because he was the one who rammed into the wall by chasing Rev. Rev dodged, if anything. This is just like Orchid getting the blame for for the deaths that happen around her.
killed him!
Yep.
That's insane, dude! You're lucky I grabbed Raven before she got
Yeah, it's also alive.
crushed! I can't believe you did that!
Whatever. One down, two more to go. My amulet wasn't there.
Well, okay. Wait a second. Hold on. You only just regained consciousness based on the visuals of this, and also, don't you have to take his body back to the grave to cover up your tracks before Wendy tells on you? Which, by the way, what is Wendy doing at this point? She has all the time in the world to go to the principal, or the knowledge that the principal probably has her eyes on Rev anyway. Just to make sure of this, the principal can easily just teleport to the grave immediately to see where this is going on. Rev really has no time to do anything whatsoever.
Hey, you want to join the team?
No.
Damn, he's so cool.
Ugh.
He's too cool for football. I don't know.
Now, where would I find that Leviathan?
Sebastian? What? Are you
A great Leviathan.
gonna kill him
I know how to summon one of those, man. You just need to see a little cockmalos.
too?
What's this about killing?
I was talking about killing time with my best friend Rev.
You seem oddly purposeful for someone typically reserved, Mr. Vennet.
Yeah, because he's absolutely never been purposeful or driven in any interactions he's had with anyone ever. That's what we know about this person, about Rev Vennet, typically reserved. Has this guy been paying any attention? Why does he think this? Also, didn't he meet Rev like yesterday when he screamed and freaked out and screamed from a fountain? What part of Rev's character, in any capacity, makes anyone think he's reserved if they spend more than 5 seconds in his presence? What are you talking about, Professor Lovecraft?
Yeah, well, you're just imagining things.
I agree, he is imagining things.
Then I also must be imagining that faint scent of disturbed grave soil.
You are?
I mean, you are far away, so if it's a faint scent to you, it must be very obvious to everyone else.
You know, Mr. Vennet, it might do you well to take part in an extracurricular activity to occupy your downtime, if you happen to find yourself so bored.
Already tried football. Not my speed.
Okay, then try literally anything else. I said an activity. I didn't specify a sport even. By the way, I enjoy the fact that there's that you know he's far away at this point. However, I feel like his dialogue should sound a bit more like it was like at a distance, maybe like a bit more echoey in this hall. If he is at that distance, really. But okay.
Then why not join one of Cade's multitudinous clubs?
Clubs? Like what?
Multitudinous, like crowded.
Well, there's the Debate Society, Occult Studies, Cryptid Cooking, the Tabletop Consortium.
Compete cooking. That says cryptid cooking. I think the director missed that you know, redirection necessity.
Tabletop Consortium?
That would be our role-playing game enthusiasts.
They're all humans. They all roleplay as humans. Imagine.
Ah. Perfect. Sign me up.
Really? That's the one that caught your attention?
Well, yes. From someone who you claim is typically reserved, you should probably expect him to go for the thing that introverted people tend to gravitate towards.
Yep. Where is it?
Well, they're currently meeting in room 306.
Great. Thanks, Prof.
Also, did he just have one day of class and now he's like off completely? I thought it was like early in the morning, but I guess it isn't.
Wait,
It was like
you're
Saturday or
not
something.
actually joining a club, are you?
Just shut up and follow me. You said it was right around here. There he is.
How'd you know he'd be here? Again?
This club seemed like it'd be right up his alley.
For my turn, the Leviathan King would rise up from the abyss and...
Hand over my...
I'm sorry, he's playing a Leviathan King? What kind of roleplay is this? I mean, yeah, sure, fine. You know, my most frequently played D&D character is a human. Fine, sure. A little bit different, I guess, considering that, you know, she is a druid and spellcaster and all that stuff, so I don't know.
Amulet.
Excuse me, sorry, coming in. Come on, Raven, come on, girl. That's it, good girl. Isn't this room nice? A nice, safe room where you can't possibly hurt your... She just jumped out the window.
Oh, well, she'll land on her feet, or what's left of them, I guess. Might break the skeletal one, but there you go.
My God, Raven, I'm coming!
I do like how Raven just immediately, slowly walked towards the window. Like, again, I said it before, that cat wants to stay dead.
Ignore that.
Oh, are you trying to become a new member? Our club doesn't really get much attention.
Not a good sales pitch.
That's... sad.
I'm Phantasm. The girl right there is Sam O'Terry.
Okay, so Phantasm. That's good, because we heard before about Flynn being the ghost. Although, from what I heard, Flynn was always, like, floating over chairs and such, but okay.
And that's Akuma Yokai. And our new member...
He's about to die.
Akuma Yokai. That's not even a pun. That's just two different monster names combined. What even is that?
Die in 30 seconds.
Roll for... damage?
Now, sorcerer. There are far less brutish ways to settle an argument.
I thought they said brutish, but I heard British for a second. Yes, that's how we British solve our problem. We roll for damage. Honestly, I wish.
I challenge you to a game of wits. The winner of our match shall declare the fate of the loser. Now, shall we play? He's insane!
What the? Hey, get back here, you thief!
Please, LARPing is only on Saturdays!
Okay, fine. So, wait. So today isn't Saturday. which means that yesterday wasn't Friday, and therefore, probably should be. It probably would be unless it was. If we're going by the typical, days of the week school system, it should be Saturday today, actually. Although, then again, who knows? Actually, we could be going by French rules, where they have Wednesdays off in the middle of the week, and they also have Saturday afternoons off and Sundays as well. I don't know.
Get away from me, you psycho!
Just hold still and let me kill you!
I do like how the
You gotta
ancient
help
codex is basically just a gun.
This juvenile is trying to murder me.
Oh, really?
Yes, because that's what all teenagers say. Juveniles. That's what we call that. That's what everyone calls them. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Well, why don't you deal with it yourself? Here.
I mean, wouldn't you like the chance to? I guess that's interesting that Wendy, even though she very much wanted to. Oh wait, no, never mind. She knows she can't kill him, so she's trying to make a fool of himself. Okay, fine.
Yeah, nice try, Wendigo. There's no way a creature like him can use a knife.
I remember the first time I slid a blade through flesh.
What?
It was. I remember my thoughts were, ouch, ouch, my finger. I didn't say it was someone else's flesh.
So long, I almost forgot about it. The first time I dissected a frog in alchemy class.
That works too. That works too. Okay.
The absolute rush it gave me.
Yeah, I'm stepping back from this one.
Okay, if even Wendy is stepping back, then that's when you know something's up.
I always wondered what it would be like to cut into something living.
I'm undead.
Whatever.
Oh, I guess he didn't really register the fact that it'd be futile. Sure.
Freaking psycho! Are all these ghouls crazy? You realize I'm immortal, right?
That makes you the perfect specimen.
Okay, I'm getting sick of this. How am I gonna kill this one? Oh, I see. Oh no, don't come after me in here.
Fool! You trapped yourself into a corner.
That's... Okay, just stay back it.
You make it too easy.
You know.
He really does
Don't
sometimes.
want to do it, just hurry up.
If that's what you want.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, come on, not again!
Oh, I guess the classic room that sets on fire at the touch of a button that all schools have next to presumably flammable. That's like a bookshelf. Or something. Oh, it's not. It's. I do like how you can literally see that it's not taking fire damage. I guess because the damage had to be off in order to have that chase work and not accidentally have the character die while you're filming it. I guess that's probably why.
I was worried you got to the meathead before me. But it looks like this one doesn't have the amulet either.
Also, what are you actually now you mention that? What are you doing here? Do you got to tell the principal, or are you just toying with him because you're bored?
You lucked out, Brat. But you know what they say. Third time's the charm.
I mean, you kind of were literally just in here vibing, so I don't know about that whole thing.
Oh, it's the nerd's knife. Guess that'll be useful.
Rev! There you are! Raven's okay. And
I know he wants to use it on.
hey, why does it smell like seafood in here?
2 down. 1 to go.
Oh, this is getting out of hand, buddy.
Yeah, so again, he just cremated his body, even though there should have been like a physical body inside of the grave. The principal's gonna know what's up if the bodies aren't in the same condition in which they were found, or the same place. He really is not thinking this through at all.
Maybe we should go.
Because otherwise, he's like, oh well, they're them living as evidence of this. Well, yes, again, so are the grave holes, like I mentioned before. So why else would he be trying to hunt them all down? They could have spread the word by now about like where they came from, especially Sebastian just now. He could have very easily just told everyone, "Hey, guess what? The great Leviathan has returned, and now to the club that he once inhabited before he died." And then everyone, maybe they would have thought it was roleplay, but I don't know.
Find a teacher?
Absolutely not.
If they even give their names in general to people, they should then be able to cross-reference the gravestones that are unaffected by everything that's been going on.
I've gone this far. I'm finishing it.
Rev, you can't keep killing people like this. It goes against everything Cade stands for.
No, it doesn't. The students just seem to really to vibe with death in general. I mean, again, take Wendy, for example. And that's only one example, for crying out loud. It seems like everyone's either like, there's always threatening each other. And you also mentioned that people don't leave unless it's in a casket, so... Well, yes, you know, the whole graveyard thing was a main example of people trying to escape. So yeah, death is very much what Cade stands for. What are you talking about?
Screw this school.
I understand that you're doing this for your cat, but I promise I can keep her alive.
I don't care about the cat!
We don't even have a microphone! Reminds me of the Lords in Black. I mean the Sillies, sorry.
Rev, just let me help.
I don't need your help either.
I mean, granted, he's done nothing so far. Which I guess means at this point in the story, he's going to be the key to tracking down this other, the other person. Forgot her name now, the theater queen.
In fact, I'm gonna go kill that last ghoul myself.
Bud, just slow down a sec and talk to me.
Out of my way, vampire. I have work to do.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a room near where there's a bunch of fire in the background anyway. You might want to get out of here, Mark.
Okay.
I just gotta find that last ghoul and then...
Do it a Halloween special for the project, so it is very much off topic. And I have known for now, sorry.
Is that Sarah?
I mean, are you really stopping for this? Do you care what's happening?
Hello?
Oh. Hi.
What are you doing?
Perfecting
Sitting.
my brooding pose.
I see that. Is that all you're doing?
Pretty much.
I was expecting
Did
as
you
a
want to
response.
join?
I do like how the awkward silences are coded into this interaction. Even though you could just like slow down the responses time anyway, that would probably work because I think it's all trimmed down and edited in post.
Fine.
A bit busy at the moment. Actually, 2 questions. First, do you know where the auditorium is?
Yes.
Great.
Okay, okay, fair enough. I can see why he talked to her. That's fair. That's smart. You might find someone who's actually gonna help him out. Then again, Mark probably could have told him, but still.
Second, do you have any moral objections to murder?
I like how he asked the Seraphim that question.
No.
Seriously?
No one in this school does! When are you gonna get through this? Apparently, except for Mark, who thinks that Kate does not stand for this kind of thing, everyone else seems to be nonchalant about it.
Mortals die every day. Premature termination of life is just a symptom of existence.
Cool. So, wanna help me murder a ghoul in the
Oh wow, I like that pause there.
auditorium?
Is this what you do during free period?
Occasionally.
I mean, he's new to the school. He doesn't have a custom yet.
Fine.
Okay. Trust you know.
Okay, that like striking pose there made me think that maybe some of those like models basically like are actually not just the images, they're against a green screen, and they have like and they have poses that they're being like and they're being filmed changing from one pose to another in that way, so it's a bit smoother. I like that.
Know the way then. So this is the theater. Ah, there she is. That's the last ghoul. What is she doing on the stage?
Probably reenacting her last scene, I suppose. come to think of it, you could actually have a, act out the last scene of Romeo and Juliet and, be done with it, I suppose.
There you are. I've been waiting so long for you, my co-star.
What?
I knew you'd come for me eventually. After all, I'm the one holding your precious amulet.
Of course, it's the third one I check.
Come, my darling. I've set the stage for our performance.
This is I've set the stage. That's probably just the set they had from last year or
Whatever.
something.
What are you doing?
Being the audience.
All right,
Honestly,
whatever.
fair.
Just handle this myself. Shouldn't be that hard. It's just an undead.
Yeah, Sarah's definitely one of the best characters in this, next to Wendy.
Just have to make them re-dead.
That's the way you climb on stage with a ladder. Well, again, no health and safety in their school. But they don't stand by death. Ooh, sorry, Mark.
They still had all the set pieces, even after all this time.
I guess they never had another performance. Either that or you actually died last year and, they haven't had a chance yet.
What are you on about?
My star performance. The one that made me the best actress the school had ever seen.
You died way sooner than the character was supposed to, so I don't know about that one.
What, when you died in Act 2?
Yeah, there you go.
No, when I killed in Act 2.
Boo.
Yeah, this one didn't catch me by surprise.
I was Lady Macbeth.
Oh. Oh, okay, so we're talking about a different... Wait. They didn't change the set from Macbeth to Romeo and Juliet? I guess they can kind of get away with that. I guess they're sort of similar. A lot of castle work. Yeah, okay. Kind of like how they went from Romeo and Juliet to Cyrano, because they had a different balcony scene in Code Lyoko. I guess that works? Alright, fine. Fine. Okay. Although it must be said, Carl had to be that person. Lady Macbeth does not do that much in Act 2. If we're talking about like how the place divided into 5 different acts, Act 2 is actually, there's not that much Lady Macbeth actually does in that poem, because that's when Macbeth is, doing his things like as king for the first time. And most of it is spurred on by him himself. So, I don't know.
And our main actor couldn't hack it. So, I decided to give the audience what they wanted. Realism.
So, you actually drugged the guards? But that was Act 1. Again, what did Lady Macbeth do in Act 2?
I killed King Duncan!
That's not what Lady Macbeth does. She convinces Macbeth to do it. That's the point. And if the actor... Hold on a second. So you're saying that you're trying to, encourage the actor to take the next step and actually do what was required in the scene, and he was hesitant to do so? She does realize that Macbeth being hesitant to listen to his wife and kill the king is the point of their interactions in the first act of the play. That's intentional. Was she so fooled by another actor's performance that she thought that he wasn't actually cut out for it, even though the point was that the character is not cut out for it? If so, that's actually extremely ironic, but I really doubt that's where they're going with this.
The audience uproared as his blood pooled on the stage. Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it also happens in Act 1, not 2, but there you go.
I'm sure it was. Now it's your turn. Again.
Oh, no. No. See? I'm reprising my role tonight.
But Lady Macbeth still dies! Wait, you said you would go at like Ophelia, right? You could just play Ophelia right now and like kind of tie that whole thing together. Again, different Shakespeare play. But even if we're going by that, Lady Macbeth and the fate of Ophelia are kind of similar when you get down to it. Just saying.
And you, my dear co-star, are my first victim!
She doesn't have victims. Oh wait, no, she does like the two guards. Fine, okay, sure. But my goodness.
Ah! What the?
Ah, yes, I remember the scene when Lady Macbeth flies and floats around the victims that she obviously has. For context, in the play, King Duncan dies in his bed, and she drugs the two guards, and I believe also frames it so that they... Oh wait, no, Macbeth also, I think, finishes off the guards, because they're drugged, and he just, like, slays them as well. So yeah, Lady Macbeth has no victims. You gotta know the character if you're gonna try to represent them, lady. I don't know. Oh, well, okay.
Down here!
Nice.
Scream, my darling. Let the audience
His actor is quite good at that, so that's possible.
hear your cry.
I like how there's two trapdoors in the middle of the stage there. That's a nice detail. And they're blended into the actual flooring. Very nice.
Ugh, come on, seriously? You keep flying like that, I can't kill you! Sarah, can you do something?
I'm watching.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
There are really no stakes involved in this at this point, because again, the principal probably either already knows or when he can just tell anyway, and she's just toying with you.
They're flying like that, I can't hit her with my needles. Ugh.
That's what your codex is for. Your agent codex shoots needles out of it.
And I can't exactly eviscerate her if she keeps going into the sky every time I try.
Interesting. Normally you don't get... I'm trying to remember when the battle of the Phoenix Alliance actually happened in Minecraft Diaries. I think Atma was doing like running commentary at this point, but it was more so directed like at the NPCs. I believe anyway. It's a hard line to toe, especially from like, if we try to harken back to the olden days of, people talking to themselves and, and making sure to actually keep the audience engaged, I suppose. It feels a little bit awkward when you're doing that while someone's like interacting with you in this manner.
She can't fly if she doesn't have wings. Hold on.
Yes, so instead of slashing her otherwise, you're going to try to slash her in the air while she's flying, even though that's what you were doing already. Okay.
I'm your heartbeat.
My wing! You
Oh, it worked on the first try. Of course it did.
fiendish brute! Do I look like Caesar?
No.
Maybe in this world, Caesar actually had wings. It's possible.
More like Tamura. What? Get back here!
Hey, you make a reference, she's gonna interpret that.
Stay away, you fiend!
Also, I like how he called him a brute because of Caesar, Brutus. I get it. By the way, speaking of Caesar, surprisingly, Caesar came to the conversation yesterday during Misters of Occulta. So if anyone missed that, not the last episode, there is something involving Caesar, even though he doesn't canonically exist in Occulta and shouldn't have been the clue to something. But it's one of the puzzles. But anyway.
What? I'm just trying to kill you. That's completely reasonable. Okay, she's fat.
Yeah. My goodness, he needs a reality check so quickly in this.
Get back here. I need to put you back in the ground and get...
But you didn't put any of the others back in the ground. You cremated one of them and left the other one to rot. What do you mean, put you back in the ground?
Take back my amulet! That you stole! It's mine! Your performance ends here, Harpy! Sarah?
Now I am running.
I wasn't
I mean, there was nothing to watch there, so grant that it makes sense for her to be here.
going to ask this time!
I'm too pretty to die!
Come on. You can't run forever! You can't hide from me either! What the...
I definitely appreciate this chase scene, by the way, especially because I'm not... I mean, this is definitely where we have to, like, switch to, like, other players, unless you really want to, like, code an NPC to go this fast. It's possible. You could do an actor path like this in Blockbuster, I think.
She went up the ladder? She went up to the roof. Nowhere left to run, Harpy. Now you're...
It does make you wonder, actually. Now I'm realizing this. If she could fly, how did she manage to die in the Romeo and Juliet scene? First of all, she turned her back to the audience. That's like #1 rule not to do in acting. But secondly, she didn't use the innate ability that she apparently had the whole time. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that was a very bad idea to make her a harpy to make her actually be able to fly. What were they thinking?
Mine.
Jeez, where would they
Nowhere
think
left to run, Harpy.
Oh, okay, fine. Transition instead.
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Don't worry. It's only just gonna hurt for a second. Then I'm gonna put you back under
Whoa! What are you gonna do with that knife, Rev?
I'm clearly going to stab her, Mark.
No, dude!
Yeah.
I can't let you do this!
Why?
Honestly, if he jumped in front of it, I guess like because the blade isn't wood, maybe it wouldn't affected him.
Yeah. Why?
Because! Rev, this isn't who you are!
What? Yes, it is. It is 100% who he is. It is always has been. You just met this guy.
You have no idea who I am.
Maybe not. But do you know what I see when I look at you?
Not really.
I see a kid just like me. Scared, angry, homesick, doing anything he can just to feel like he's in control.
That's not.
That's why you summoned Raven here, and why you don't want to lose your amulet. You keep rebelling so hard because you're homesick.
Okay. Yes, it's a good psychoanalysis going on here, but also he's been telling you that the entire time. He's literally said when he summoned Raven that it was to make his parents show up to the school to take him home. Of course he's homesick. He's been saying from the moment you met him that he doesn't belong here. The fact that, like, this is a great moment for him. I've got a great like assessment to make, but the timing of it, the fact that it took him this long to get to this point. What kind of bestie are you, Mark? This should have been the first thing you noticed about him. This isn't who you are. Good grief.
But listen, Rev, you're not alone in this dump anymore. You've got me. You've got Raven. And
now.
Sarah. I think, anyway. Look, I kept my promise, didn't I? Raven made it through the day without dying. So you don't need to risk everything over that amulet anymore. Let's just go.
I mean, Raven could just drop dead at any moment, but Raven's organs could just spill out onto the ground and you did do nothing about it.
Go to Lovecraft. And let him fix this before it gets worse. How does
I mean, the only way that he could fix it is by doing exactly what Rev was about to do and putting everyone back where they are. What are you even talking about?
that sound, buddy?
Stupid. And completely inaccurate. But I guess it's easier than the alternative.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to, you know, lug a body and explain a cremation, I suppose.
Such a moving performance. I've been touched. Young man, here,
There's no need to feel down, I say, young man.
you can have your amulet back.
Really? Thanks! Here, let me get that for you, Rev.
My encore!
Honestly, she could have been a recurring character by this moment, but alright.
Holy freaking crap! I
See, now it makes sense.
killed her!
Good job.
I already tried this one, Mark.
Yes, but you are a revenant. That's the you know that she died from a fall because she told you. What is wrong with everyone? Jeez.
What?
Well, well, well. What do we have here?
What the? Hey! Get it back, you imp!
Finders keepers, loser. You want it? Come get it.
That's it.
No, Rev, not again!
See ya.
Yeah. Okay. My effing legs, Wendy.
Worth a shot.
She's probably gone by this point, right?
Dang, Rev,
Yep, yeah, of course. If Mark got down, of course, yeah.
you're crazy, you know that?
Wait. Where'd the Wendigo go?
Beats me.
Where'd the Wendigo?
You were out for like a solid minute.
Well, come on! I can't let her make good with my amulet!
Right behind you, buddy.
Where did she go? She's gotta...
Oh my gosh, Raven!
Oh, that's your cat? Relax, she was like this when I got here.
Hey,
Honestly, that really makes sense. You wouldn't just kill a random cat for no reason.
Give us back Rev's amulet so we can revive her.
I'll do you one better. How about I use it for you? Nakia!
Ah, crap.
Okay, so I thought for a second when she was saying, why don't I use it for you, she meant, like, use it on you, because it was like, for you! Like, you're the target. I thought she would have, first of all, how does she know what it's called unless the name is, like, engraved on it and she was able to read it? Maybe in that case. There was an engraving on them, it maybe just means Nakia, and that's just how they write this. Possibly, fine. You know, so I thought maybe it was like, oh, well, I guess use the amulet on Rev to make him a human again, which is exactly what he would want. Which is surprising, because I guess, you know, if anything, I guess Wendy would want to, you know, try and see if she can kill him now. But no, I suppose reviving people who were nowhere near the event in question after picking up a necromancer's amulet for the first time, whilst also presumably not being a necromancer at the same time, means that you could summon all of them to you directly from wherever they were. What?
Killed me!
And me.
How dare you betray me!
Actually, he didn't kill any of you. Mark killed Drama Lady. Minnow killed himself because he rammed into the wall chasing Rev, so that wasn't actually Rev's fault technically. And Wendy actually killed Sebastian, even though she just revived him. So surely he should have wanted revenge on her as well, right?
It was an accident, I swear!
Nah, I meant it.
Ghouls, go get your revenge! Kill
Yeah,
them!
you meant it, but you didn't do it. It feels weird out of character for Wendy to want to have someone else try this, especially when she knows that that Rev can't die. Like, that was specified.
Enough.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have waited before doing anything. You're just kind of like, are we gonna do something? Are we gonna do it? Or are we not gonna do it? Are we gonna do it? Or are we gonna do it? Yes, H.P. Lovecraft, presumably that author extraordinaire, you know, centenarian, and also, I guess, restorer of dead souls to where they were originally.
Students.
Ah, crap! I'm out of here!
You just...
Oh, I'm gonna go tell an authority figure about this. Oh no, an authority figure. Let's leave.
Gonna let her go?
There's only one way those ghouls would have ended up inside this school. And we both know that Miss Wendy Indigo had nothing to do with that.
Actually, she's the one who brought them specifically to this room here, so...
You realize unsupervised resurrection of the dead is strictly prohibited.
No! Because you have not provided him with a rule book.
Right?
Mr. Lovecraft, you can't take Rev's amulet.
And why is that, Mr. Dracula?
See that cat? That's Rev's. She has a hard time staying alive.
Yeah, she wants to die. Don't make this point, Mark.
Without that...
You know, now I think about it, I wonder this actually. What would happen if a vampire like bit another creature that, you know, and let it turn it into a vampire? Could you have a vampire cat technically? My guess would be no, because in most mythologies and like continuities, humans are the only sentient creatures with souls. And I'm guessing that the vampire transformation is also like soul based, because you have to like remove the soul in like the Buffyverse particularly, but you know, just in general, have some sort of like corruption go on. So there should be something there to begin with. Maybe that's why it doesn't work, but otherwise, if that's not how it works in here, might be worth a shot.
Amulet, well,
Vampire cat.
you know.
Is this true?
Yeah.
This would be the chance for Rev to really play this up, be like, oh, please, revive my poor kitty. You know, to get his amulet. But I guess this is meant to show that, yes, he does care deep down. Even though, again, that cat has been trying to die this whole time. Please let that thing rest in peace. Let it rest in peace.
Policy dictates I confiscate the offending implement. But how about a compromise? There. Now the amulet is bound to your familiar.
But does that mean it's not confiscated, or you have to confiscate the familiar? What?
I hope you learned a valuable lesson today, Mr. Vennet, in companionship.
How would he have learned that? He spent all the day ignoring... Maybe that's what he meant, like outside of his supervision, you know, he just dropped dead. But again, that could happen regardless. This is not less than this is not... The circumstances don't support this lesson.
See? I told you it would all work out, Rev.
Are you kidding me? I wanted my amulet back, not for it to get attached to my parents' stupid cat! Shut it, you! Now I'm stuck with you forever! And this is all your fault!
What are best buds for, right?
Knowing each other's character traits before, you know, days pass, and we're trying to psychoanalyze
Rev?
them.
I hate you.
You know, this could have been a moment between them. I'm glad it wasn't the moment where they like bonded for real, because Mark has not earned that in the slightest. Okay. I was going to make the point now that we ended this that, you know, Rev didn't actually kill anyone, even though this thing says, you know, killing my classmates. I suppose that could be the twist, actually. Just reminds me of, you know, a certain character of mine that gets blamed for the deaths around her, even though she's not the one responsible for them. It even kind of happened last episode or something, but you couldn't deny that one because she was unaware of what actually went down. Which, you know, great. Well, that's aside from that, you know, slight element of bias. Even outside of that, it still doesn't work for the intended purposes. Like Rev owned up to like all these circumstances that he did not cause. All he did really was lure, you know, Minnow to the wall. Even though I don't think he knew that the wall was going to make the scoreboard collapse in the same way, nor that Minnow was going to back up enough to be crushed under the scoreboard again, because he had to back up in order to like make that happen, mind you. If he stayed like encrusted in there, like there were too many variables for it to have like, you know, been an elaborate scheme, basically. Especially under the spontaneous circumstances. And yeah, Wendy also, like her approach, I'm not sure if she was just trying to, you know, like mess with Rev and be like, oh, I'm going to get the principal, even though she had no intention to. She just wanted to see him squirm for a bit. I'm not sure, because then she takes the amulet from Drama Queen and, you know, I guess decides to keep it there. Maybe because Rev was able to achieve his goal, she wanted to make it more difficult. I don't know. But it's a shame because again, Wendy was one of the best characters. I can see the hatred between the pair of them is actually very much justified on her end based on what happened last episode. At least Sarah actually is probably the most consistent good character in this. Mark really, you know, having a naive character can work under certain circumstances, but you know, it does get to a point where if you don't give them enough lucidity, it's annoying. Another, you know, to use my other known D&D character, Nathaniel as an example, he's pretty naive, but he's also going to be shrewd when you know it's called for. That's partly, I admitted this, partly because I knew that without someone moving the plot forward, we would just get stuck in a particular area, so he had to be a bit more lucid than I originally planned for him to be. But regardless, you know, he did prove at that point. You know, he wasn't just, you know, useless. He wasn't, you know, just annoying. He had more dimension to him. And the case of Mark, like, maybe because we are still in Rev's POV, mind you. And obviously, you know, but if we go back, you know, to early 2000s, early 2010s, you know, we've got a lot of plots, you know, for characters are, you know, very basically, you know, the a-hole redeems themselves, so to speak. Or you know, like gets like a lesson in humility. There's a lot of plot points from that era that kind of resonate with what Rev is probably going to undergo at this point. So again, I understand his motivation. I understand like how he's conducting this. It's just that a lot of the stuff that he does, even with inside like his bad temper, just doesn't feel justified. It doesn't feel like it comes from a place that it doesn't feel like it's set up in the way that it would need to be in order for have it make sense, even with the character, even with the character traits of, I guess, you know, being super bombastic and whatnot, or, you know, always so reserved. Honestly, what was Professor Lovecraft thinking? He knows nothing about Rev in the slightest. Why is he making a judgment already? I don't know. From the production side of things, they've relaxed a little bit. There wasn't as much, you know, animation or fight choreography in this that wasn't in the first person perspective. So, which I can understand to a certain degree. Like once you've enticed people in with the first episode, you know, you can afford to scale things back a little bit. You know, once they've settled into, you know, everything else that's going on, once they're invested in the characters and story. The problem is the characters and story are garbage for the most part. So without that aspect, you don't really like. There's not as much for people to grasp at this point. Like if you think about this for more than 5 seconds, you realize all these things that they're probably ignored by people under the smokescreen of the visuals for the most part. If you trim those back too much when it comes to this kind of thing, you're gonna end up with more people realizing, oh, wait a minute, what is going on? The saving grace, I will say, is again the performances. Everyone is spectacular in this. You know, you like there are a few. I mean, maybe a few speaking roles. They're not. It's like you've got like the new ghouls and such. They had to, you know, define their personalities for one episode alone. And I feel like, yes, they're all archetypes again, but I feel like aside from Drama Queen, I get what they were trying to do with them. Minnow's whole quarterback thing, you know, running after one person who just showed up to tryouts without specifying which position they're going for, that was ridiculous. The one was most consistent was Sebastian. Like he was just kind of chilling, to be honest. He didn't really deserve what happened to him much at all. He was you know, he had a bit of like inflated ego, but he channeled it in a roleplay scenario where he could actually safely play that kind of thing out. So if anything, yeah, he was just kind of vibing. And then of course Drama Queen. You know, I feel like she definitely crossed wires in terms of you know, things that happen with, you know, Lady Macbeth particularly, or, you know, how much that could like tie into like the whole thing with Ophelia that she never actually managed to do. If she wanted to have an opportunity to do something else, you should actually, you know, have acted out something from Hamlet. You know, maybe like Ophelia's actual speech, the one that people would remember her for. Not to mention gathering an audience. She wanted to be like, it wasn't just a case of like just for the sake of the performance. She wanted an audience there. Aside from, I guess, Sarah, unless Sarah was, you know, the one to, you know, I guess, to live on to tell the story or something. I really don't know. So yeah, another episode where nothing makes sense. What a surprise. I think there's at least one more after this point that came out last month. I assume there's going to be another one like this month if they're able to, considering the whole theme of everything. So we'll look forward to that. You know, I'm less excited about where this is going now, considering how it was handled in this episode. But hey, you know, it's still not the worst thing ever. That's the one saving grace I can provide this, I suppose. The one blessing that doesn't come from the seraphim that it itself created. All right, well, we'll maybe see us in a week, maybe a couple of weeks again. We'll find out. But for now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. Subscribe if you've done this already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.